We love hip
That
hop.
flows on that? Holy, broski.
I wrote that man, when I was on house arrest, man. And you know what I mean?
Well, we're definitely going to get into the full story, you know what I'm saying? And get to know you before we get into it, it's your boy Friday Ricky Dread here with another interview for your head top. Before we get into this interview right here, I want to give a big salute to the sponsors. I'll start with the first two sponsors. Big salute to Diamond Club. That's the sign that you see right over here. They got delivery all over the GTA, the finest bud, finest edibles, all types of good stuff. Hit them up on their Instagram page, Diamond Club _Canada, or you can find them on the 7 Days of Weed website. You know what I'm saying? Also, if you want some blem, hit them up. Steaming Hot Grabber. Okay, they got all different types of grabber dispensers and flavors. They got peanut butter grabber, fam. You know what I'm saying? Hit them up on their Instagram page, Steaming Hot Grabber. Use the code We Love Hip Hop. You'll get a discount. And they're doing 50% off for the whole month. All right. So big salute to Steaming Hot Grabber. But I'm very happy to get this interview going on that I'm about to have right here. I've been watching this gentleman do his thing for a while in the music scene. From the time I've been podcasting, I've been seeing your music popping off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm like, yo, fam got flow. You're unique with it. And bare views on some of these videos. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So with no further ado, we have young Wiggy Guzzi in the motherfucking building. Yep.
Let's get it.
We love hip hop.
Cause it's Christian. Without bagging like I'm going fishing. Even if she can see that I'm hidden.
If you could just bring that mic a little bit closer to you right there, brother.
Jane Street, we here.
Yeah, man. We're here at the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? You've been shooting a bunch of different music videos. So what are you doing right now as far as like planning for 2024?
For 2024, man, I'm trying to just be more consistent with it. You know, drop videos on a monthly basis. You know what I mean? I got music ready, man. I got a bunch of stuff in the vault. So I'm just trying to hit them with that consistency, you know?
Yeah. So are you pre-shooting like a bunch of videos? Like do you usually have like 2-3 videos ready ahead of time type thing?
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do right now. I got like 2 videos that I'm planning shoots for right now. I'm actually shooting one today. So, you know what I mean?
Okay. So yeah. I want to get into the story because like this is the first time I'm getting a chance to sit down, chop it up with you right here. And, you know, from what I'm seeing from the research I've been doing, like you're not born here. You were born in Jamaica originally.
Yeah, I came here 1995, I believe. Me, my twin brother and my sister, she's like 2 years older than us.
Okay.
Yeah, just the 3 of us. No, nobody else on the plane. Barely anything in our suitcase. If I remember, I think we came up here with, it sounds like a joke, but I had 1 underwear in the luggage and my brother had 1 underwear and my sister probably had 1 underwear too.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. So y'all moved down here and did y'all go straight down to Jane Finch or did you move other places in Toronto first?
Yeah, straight to Jane Finch, man. If I remember, it was 10 Tobermory. Straight to 10 Tobermory. My mom was staying with like her aunt or something like that. So we were catching until she got her own spot. Okay. Like across the street, Tobermory.
How many people were in that household when you first got here?
When I first got here, I was young. I was like 5-6 years old. So yeah, in that house, it was my mom.
A little closer.
In that house, it was my mom, my 2 little bro, me and my brother, my sister. Yeah. And then my aunt, she had her kids. My older cousin, I had like 2 girl cousins at that time, and my grandmother.
That's like 10, 11 people in the house, man. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty deep.
So do you remember, like you say you were young those times, do you remember what life was like? Like, were you like...
Yeah, I remember vividly, man, you know, life, it was fun. You know what I mean? It was fun. I grew up pretty much where I went to Driftwood Public School. Okay. You know what I mean? So I grew up with majority of those guys. I know them growing up like that. You know what I mean? I lived in Tobermory. Driftwood was our home school. So, boom. But growing up was fun. My mom ended up moving to like Scarborough. You know what I mean? G-Way for a bit. It was lit over there too. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. We always made friends. We were like those little wild kids from Jamaica, right? So everybody, you know what I mean, liked us. We fit in. You know what I mean? life was fun, man. It was fun just running around. We were all cool with each other, running around, going to malls and shit, just, you know, stealing shit.
Yeah.
You know how it goes.
So, you know, you mentioned Driftwood, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it has like a notorious reputation, right? But I know that's something that's developed over the years. What was it like when you were young over around them ends?
When I was young, bro, I learned how to swim in Driftwood Community Center. That's where I learned how to swim. My grandma used to bring me there. It was normal.
Yeah.
It was normal. I mean, even when I was young, like I used to go over there. Those are the closest stores to us. So if we wanted to get some candy, we would have to go take the flipping little back road right there. And then cross from where the school is and then go through their little community center type area just to cross that stupid little bridge to go to like Tadmore and all those little places. That's the only way we could buy candy. So, you know what I mean? It was blessed. Everybody, you know what I mean? There was no politics. It was good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was fun. My life as a kid, I had a pretty fun childhood, man. We were doing everything, man. We were just, you know what I mean?
Did you guys like, because this interests me, fam, for like people who grow up in different hoods in Toronto. Like you mentioned like your mom moving to the East End, right? But besides that, like, did you guys get a chance to go outside of the hood and do stuff?
Outside of the hood?
You know what I'm talking about? Like go to like Canada's Wonderland or something that's outside of just the hood radius that y'all are living in. Well,
we were going to like, I remember when we were younger, we did a lot of trips to like, it wasn't Canada's Wonderland at the time. It was Center Island. You know what I mean? So we did a lot of like Center Island trips and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that was it. I don't ever remember going to no like Canada's Wonderland when I was like no youngin' or nothing like that. But like Center Island definitely was the spot. It was the family link up spot, you know?
Yeah. Like because I feel that sometimes with the way that like a lot of us grow up, if you don't get a chance to do field trips and get to see outside of the hood, it f***s our brain up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So even like with you in the hood, you started freestyling and stuff. That's when you started rapping.
Yeah, to be honest with you, it was one of my homies that inspired me to like kind of make music, you know? Bro, these guys used to record in their basement and stuff. They had a little mic and
yeah.
And then, bro, these guys would play some music for me and I thought it was really sick. And then the first track I ever recorded was in my homie's basement, Blocks, from Mayans. You know what I mean? Blocks. And yeah, that was one of the first tracks I made.
Yeah.
Was with him. And then from there, I guess the niggas, they said I was dope. And then I grew up listening to like a lot of LOX and, you know what I mean? Cassidy at one point. Because we really thought that guy was street, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, ARAB, now the music is like a little bit different. But bro, at one point, like I really thought that, not even that at one point, but I really like rap was something that I was interested in. Like I used to flip and write words out the dictionary and shit, try to improve my vocabulary and shit like that. So I came from all of that, you know what I mean? And then I dropped that one track when I dropped that one song. It wasn't even when I dropped it, was kind of like, yo, bro. It was just like, bro, I kind of came together and kind of asked all my homies if I should do it. And they were just like, yeah, there was nobody from my side that was really, you know what I mean, saying anything. And I felt like, yo, if anybody could say something, it was me.
Yeah.
So, boom. And then when the nigga said, yo, gave me the go ahead, then that was a wrap. And then the kind of went up from there, you know? And then that's when, because I could rap for years and stuff, but people never really used to like believe and really like take it seriously. But after that, it was just like people seeing that like, all right, you know what I mean? Yeah.
So where did you guys used to record back in the days? Like when you first started rapping, like was there a home studio or were y'all going to studios and stuff?
Well, I used to record in my homie's basement, but I did have like a homie who had like all the equipment and all that stuff in his basement. So we used to go over there and like record songs and stuff like that. Yeah, that's how it started. Pretty much. Yeah.
So, you know, the first track that I seen that you started getting a lot of traction, actually even before that, you had a little bump in the road once you started rapping, right?
Yeah.
You went away in 2011. Big salute to the sponsors, Diamond Club, with delivery all over the GTA and now all across Canada. They got the best selection of flour, edibles, and pens, and all types of goodies that you need. You can find them on their Instagram page, diamondclub_Canada, or you can find them on the 7 Days of Weed app, as well as the Leafy Things app. Let them know that you heard about them through the We Love Hip Hop Network, and they may give you a discount. Big salute to Diamond Club. Cheer! Big salute to Steamin' Hot Grabba with a variety of different grabba flavors and dispensers. They got red rose grabba, that red herring grabba, and peanut butter. Hit them up on their Instagram page, Steamin' Hot Grabba, and use the code We Love Hip Hop and receive a discount on your order. Again, you can find them on Instagram, Steamin' Hot Grabba. Now let's get back to the show. Cheer!
Was it 2011? Nah, yeah, 2011. Nah, that was before I started rapping. 2011, I went away for like 2 years. I sat down, they charged me with some BS. I sat down for 2 years, went to trial.
Yeah.
Beat it.
You beat it, yeah.
Yeah, and then I came home, and that's when I told myself, I need to make some money to kind of support myself if I was going to rap or anything like that. So I wasn't trying to really make no noise or anything like that until I was like financially able to like support myself.
Yeah.
So then when I made enough money, I think I seen my probably like first 100,000 or something like that. I'm like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna do it. And that was what year, I believe. My brother was locked up those times, so I believe it was like 2015, 2016 when I dropped that first track, and I got a lot of traction or whatever. Yeah. And then
that's the track. Benzo came.
Yeah.
They do the chain blowing, could smoke out the window. Your light red chains, they be blowing in.
Yeah. Benzo came. I dropped that track, and then I got arrested like couple months, I think like 2 months after I dropped that song. I dropped the audio that did very well as well. It was called like Sneaking. And then I got arrested riding around with some idiot. Nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But once my name got involved, me and my brother, and then I became the main guy. You know what I mean? That the police were interested in. So
once your name's in the system, it's like it makes it easier to put you back in the system.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
So, and that kind of, you know what I mean? I was on house arrest after that for 2 years and 8 months. I wrote that whole Deadweight mixtape on house arrest. You know what I mean? It was challenging, you know what I mean? Being on house arrest or whatever, but you got to push through it.
Yeah.
So.
And when you started getting reception from the music and stuff like that, what did you start noticing as far as the changes around you?
When I started getting reception from the music.
Like when people started noticing like, yo, you're that guy, you got this video, it's got bare views on it. Like things start changing, fam. To a degree. To a degree, yeah. I mean, bro, just people started like, so once I dropped that track first, it was weird though, because it was just like, it was a lot of support for my neighborhood. There was a lot of support, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's like, they say, like you got to lead by example. So that was like, for my neighborhood, that was the example, you know what I mean? So a lot of people seen that and they're like, yo, you know what? Boom. And a lot of people started to like, they respected it. You know what I mean? And definitely there was a lot of, what's the word? I guess, because for my side, like I said, there was nobody really saying anything or anybody that I felt like really had a voice that could really, you know what I mean? Because they were just seeing the other guys and whatnot. So I felt like, if I didn't make a move, you know what I mean? You know how it goes, man. Niggas start to get a little bit of paper. Yeah. And then, so I kind of wanted to make sure that, my side was good. And I got a lot of support after the whole music thing. But you know what I mean? I haven't been able to be as consistent as I want to. Like I said, I just came out the pen too. I did like 2 years and a half out the pen. Damn. So after I was on house arrest for 2 years and 8 months, remember I told you I got charged riding around with some idiot. You know what I mean? And the guy kind of left me. He kind of left me at my trial. It was 2 weeks into trial. This guy was supposed to come back, free me up, do the right thing. I never even thought that I would be convicted for those charges. You know what I mean? Right. But he didn't show up, so I had to do what I had to do. I took a plea, right? Damn. 4 years, did 2.5 years, came out, and then
boom, you see me now. I'm here trying to drop consistently, trying to make this shit happen. You know,
bro. That's a crazy story because, like, when it comes to this rap game, consistency is key, right?
Yeah.
But every time you get into these issues, what do you have to do now to, like, every time you come back? Did you have to do to, like, ramp back up the thing, bro?
Every time I came back, I mean,
like I know your music. I see you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I didn't know that you were gone twice.
Yeah, yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So like, I'm only seeing you as lit every time I see you pop back up. But how do you like reheat it, fam?
Bro, how do you reheat it? Man, I just think you just gotta come with the heat. You know,
mm-hmm.
You just gotta come with some heat. You gotta make the shit like. You know what I mean? You got to make people interested in your shit too.
Yeah.
You got to be different too at the same time. And I just think, I mean, it's just like, bro, you can go away for a hot minute, but if you're that person, you know what I mean? You can make it happen again, man.
Yeah.
You can do it, you know what I mean? So it's not really hard. It's just about just coming with that heat, coming with the right stuff that people want to hear,
mm-hmm.
You know, the right stuff that people want to see. And I feel like when you're, you know what I mean? Like, how do I always say it? Like, yo, when you're really like that anyways, bro, people are going to tap in. You know what I mean? People are going to tap in. People want to see what the other side's saying, or people want to, you know what I mean? So it's not really hard, man. It's always one track. That's all it takes, right? Make a banger, make some noise.
You're back in it.
Yeah, you're back in it.
Yeah. No, fam. Even with you with the name, I'm gonna shoot a generic question at you because you have an interesting name.
Yeah.
Where did you get that name, fam?
So I got the name like this. So it's basically I got the name. It's like my OG, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's Wiggy, Wigs, and I see myself like, you know what I mean? I'm a younger version of him. So that's what we got. That young Wiggy Guzzi, I added to it. You know what I mean? Like flipping El Chapo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Guzman. So yeah, young Wiggy Guzzi. It was like, it was kind of like me honoring, you know what I mean? The person that kind of like, not even to say OG, like the person that, bro, took the man under their wing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You know how it is in the hood. A lot of people, they'll take you, they'll use you and manipulate. But this guy, he never did that. He looked at the man and like bros, you know what I mean? And yeah, it's forever love.
No, that's real
so
talk.
It's just me honoring my nigga, you know?
Yeah. No, that's real talk. And you know, we mentioned the Dead Weight EP you dropped in 2019, right?
Yeah.
That was like right before the pandemic.
Yeah.
How did the pandemic affect you, like right after you drop a mixtape?
Utopia. An imagined place or state of things in which everything is perfect. But here at our Utopia, nothing is beyond your imagination. We offer an enhanced recording experience located in Eastern Toronto. With professional quality recording, mixing, and mastering, we believe that every artist deserves an experience nothing short of utopia. To experience your own state of utopia, visit utopiarecords.ca to lock in your time today.
Shit, like I said, after I dropped that mixtape, I was on my way to the feds anyways. You know what I mean? I was going to the PZ.
Yeah, so you were gone during the pandemic.
Yeah, I was gone for the whole pandemic.
Oh, that opens a whole next set of questions in my brain, fam.
Yeah.
What? And I've spoken to other people from inside while the pandemic was going on.
Yeah.
Right? But what was it like in jail during the pandemic? Like, what were the protocols like, fam?
I mean, so I left. So basically, I left because you have the provincial jail and then you have the federal jails, right? So I left the provincial jail right around the time that COVID was really coming in. Oof. So by the time that I got to reception, the main penitentiary was on COVID measures. So they just started COVID measures while I'm on my way to my mother institution.
Yeah.
So I'm still in reception, right? But the reception was fine. But I was on like I was in like the op penitentiary. So they had me on like a maximum security range.
Yeah.
With like 10, 20 guys or so, something like that. So we were locked down for like most of the day.
And listen, I've been there to these places. So we're probably talking about J Block.
Flip. I don't even remember what the block was called.
Are we talking about Millhaven? Or
No. There's no Millhaven.
Oh yeah, Millhaven been gone. I'm old.
I was in Joyceville reception.
Okay, yeah. Okay, you keep going.
Yeah. So, I was on the max. So it was like we were like locked down for most of the day. I think it was like 2 hours in, 2 hours out type of thing. Let the other side out for 2 hours. You know, that type of thing. Yeah. And then when I got to my mother institution, like you know what I mean? When I got to my mother institution, it was COVID measures, man. We were going to yard, like maybe we had cohorts. So the whole jail wasn't going to yard together or anything like that. They had to kind of like, okay, you guys go to yard with these guys and these guys go to yard like that. But, I mean, it's the same shit anyways. There's nothing really to do in the PZ. It's like, it's a warehouse where they keep cows type shit. You know what I mean?
But, you know, because I've been through the pen in all these different places, but I haven't been there when there was a pandemic going on. Were you seeing mans catching COVID in there and stuff?
Yeah, crazy. The range would get locked down. A bunch of people get COVID, taken off their range, have to go to isolation for like 2 weeks or some shit like that.
Mud.
Yeah. It was kind of like, bro, it was like this. If a man started coughing, like they'll get paged. You know what I mean? They'd get paged like, yo, rude boy, go find yourself. Yeah. Nobody's not trying to get locked down. You know what I mean? Yeah. So a lot of people bro, don't cough on the range, bro.
It's a heightened sense of like, you have a whole other, like, for the people who don't understand, you already have your things you got to worry about when you're inside. You know what I'm saying? Snitches, you know, getting into issues, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's less when you're in the federal because it's a little bit calmer.
Yeah, fact.
But like, when there's a new threat that's in the air, which is a health threat, like, fam, like, that's something different. You know what I'm saying?
But everybody knows COVID was like a little, well, they know now. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was like a little scheme or whatever the case may be, because all of a sudden now, where's COVID? Yeah. You know what I mean? But that's another story.
Yeah. You know, one thing though, with that time, right? Even coming home after that 2019, because when you guys were like, when you first started popping off too, it was around that time, that 2015 to 2017, 2018 time. Yeah. When Toronto was booming. You remember, you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. Where everybody was dropping music videos and they were doing bare numbers and stuff like that.
Yeah, now it's kind of like, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of people are dropping music in Toronto too right now. Because I think there's more rappers and stuff more than ever. But it's not really, I feel like those times was when niggas was really, like when niggas was really popping out. Yeah. You know what I mean? But now I feel like the scene is dead. No, man, nobody's not really putting out no quality music like that. Everything's kind of about beef and poly, and nobody's really making good music, man. You know what I mean?
Why do you think that we got into this point now, fam, where so much of the pollies and everything get involved in like being rappers and even like?
Because I think it's always like, okay, it's always like, so it's always people that want people to choose up type thing, right? And I think it's all about, like, people always tend to side with who they think is winning at the moment. You know what I mean? And tables always turn and things always change. So it's just like, you know, 1 minute you might be the guys that's flipping, you know, people think is, you know what I mean, is the winning side. So now niggas, you know, might be rocking with y'all. But the minute, like, you know what I mean? Anything happens. So it's like that. People wanna, it's a lot of like, what's the word? Ultimatums. Like, yo, people making people pick sides, like in the rap industry, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's a lot of that involved. And then, like I said, right now in Toronto, you see there's people that are getting their foot through the doors and stuff like that. And bro, people are gonna want to be with the guys who they feel like's winning until they feel like they're not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just feel like Toronto, man, is a lot of, I feel like, bro, even with this rap music shit, you can't really take half of it serious, man. Because a lot of the guys that are, you know, rapping about, you know, all this street shit, a lot of these guys, it's really like 6ix9ine type shit. You know what I mean? So a lot of these guys, it's really like an image. So Toronto looks like there's a lot of beef and a lot of politics, but it's not as much as people, it's not that serious, and it's not as much as people make it seem, and it's not as much as you hear it in the rap videos, guys talking about this and that. It's not, there's no real serious beef scene in Toronto like that. Like, you know what I mean? Don't get it wrong. There's a little,
I feel that there's kind of to a degree, bro.
To a degree though, but it's not like so crazy that like,
it's not like the way the blogs make it seem.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. And even with that, because I've seen you pop up on blogs.
Yeah.
As now talking to you, and I've talking to other people who pop up on blogs and stuff. How did that feel when you wake up, or like, you know, you open up Instagram in the evening and next thing you know, your face is up there? Big salute to the sponsors, Bear Medicine, where bear things are gone. Check out their location at 131 Montezuma Trail, 1 light north of Finch off Brimley. The only dispensary in the East End that carries the high-end cannabis brand Cake. Also available shatter, grabba, oils, extracts, shrooms, Sec brand edibles out of BC, and exotic snack shop munchies all in one. Check out their 2 locations on the east side, 131 Montezuma Trail in Scarborough, 1 light north of Finch off of Brimley, and in the west, Munchies, 186A Main Street, South Brampton. If you say we love hip hop, you can get a proper grade, never shake pre-roll. Big salute to the sponsors. Now let's get back to the show. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really feel no way. I mean, it's just like people want to cover controversy sells, man, and people want to. It's like that, bro. If you wake up today and you try to talk about some positive shit, and bro, nobody will want to hear that. But you wake up today and say, yo, somebody shot this guy, or this guy shot this guy, or then it's just like that's what everybody wants to. So people kind of just go for the stuff that's controversial, you know? Mm-hmm. And me waking up and seeing myself on a blog, I don't feel no way. So it's like, all right, yeah, good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's good because, bro, you see how the city is it's like a one-sidedness going on. So when I see blogs actually covering, you know what I mean? Like not just one side, it's like, yeah, I f with that.
Do you think, and I was having a conversation with my co-hosts and stuff on the last episode that we were doing, or for the people who are going to be watching, this was episodes ago, where I was saying that I feel like sometimes the blogs pick sides, right?
Yeah.
And like they'll post things that try to embarrass artists and stuff like that. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think that that's a thing, or that's all in my head?
No, man, I definitely think that blogs pick sides for whatever reason. You know, I don't know what's going on in their everyday life. Maybe some guys did some bad business with them. Maybe some guys, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe they had a fallout with some guys for whatever reason. But I do believe that a lot of blogs pick sides, man. I don't know why, but anyways, it's like this. I feel like, yo, you gotta make these blogs kind of want to post you too, and you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I feel like eventually they have no choice.
Yeah.
As long as you just keep doing what you're doing, don't be worried about if they're picking sides or whatnot. Just make it so that they have no choice to post your shit.
Yeah.
Shit. You know what I mean?
You're just winning that much.
Exactly. Yeah.
And even with winning, like, 2-part question. What do you think is going to take for you, young Wiggy Guzzi, to get to the next level? As well as, and then the second part, the whole city to be able to reach that next level?
I think for Toronto, I don't think that there's really, when it comes to this music stuff, like perfect example. In America right now, you can go catch a charge, do your bid, come home, and the labels will still be trying to sign you. We don't have no major labels like that in Toronto. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And once you get a record, it's hard for you to go to America and go into the different the record labels in and sit down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like for Toronto, for everybody in Toronto to get to the next level, because bro, we can't all just go fly to America to start careers to rap. You know what I mean, bro? We can't all do that. For the people that can, yeah, whatever, that might work out for you, whatever. But I feel like the people that are from Toronto that do have this, you know what I mean, that can make things happen for Toronto, they need to sit down and you know what I mean? Because there has to be some type of, what's the word I'm looking for? There has to be some type of, they have to make some type of way. They have to make it easier for Toronto. Bro, this is untapped, man.
Yeah.
Toronto is untapped. All the Americans are looking into Toronto.
True.
So how come they see that all this talent, but how come the people that are from Toronto, like what's going on?
Yeah,
you
like the labels and stuff.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't even know which labels are there in Toronto. Which labels do we got?
We have all the same like mother labels that like the Americans have, right? We have a Universal, we have Sony BMG. There's Warner Music Canada, you know, to match the Warner Music in the States and stuff, right?
No, but look, okay, we have all those, these are like labels or whatnot, right? But in America, you have like 1017, you have like CMG. The list goes on.
Yeah.
Moneybagg Yo has a label. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Meek got a label.
All right. Yeah. So it's just like, even if you're not messing with like these major labels or whatever, bro, there's so many ways for you to get your music out there. There's so many ways that you can get signed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's so much, it's like all those artists, it's like they work together. Even they're signing, they're even coming together and signing guys together. Yeah. You know what I mean? They're even doing like joint deals and stuff with other labels like Mob Ties and Rap-A-Lot Records. And so I feel like there's none of that that's really going for Toronto.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's that much harder. It's not like a lot of people half of the people that are rapping and dropping music, they don't even know one thing about a label or even how to go about getting a sit down with a label. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I feel like, you know what I mean? I feel like the people from Toronto that are in the rap scene, you know what I mean? They need to wake up and.
Well, there's only so many, right? Like, to your point, we got O.V.O out here. We got Tory Lanez, who's technically he's from here, right? Yeah. Even though his one umbrella, most of his artists are from America.
Yeah,
right? And then we got EXO. But that's 3 for how many artists in this whole city, in the whole country? You know what I'm saying?
And how much of the artists that are popping in the city right now are signed to these labels?
That too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So. No, you're right about that. And even with the second part of my question, for you to take it to the next level, like even like don't even worry about the rest of these niggas.
Yeah, man. For me to take it to the next level, I think that, bro, I just never connected with the right people yet. You know what I mean? But forget about connecting with the right people. For the most part, it's just being consistent. You know what I mean? So that's it. Being consistent. And for me, man, just staying free, man. You know what I mean? Staying free, staying out of jail.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. You know what I mean? Staying free, man.
Staying free, man.
Yeah, staying free, staying out of trouble, just trying to, you know how it goes.
I'm going to have to put that down as the title for this episode too, man. Staying free.
Yeah.
I like that idea. Always staying free, and more than just jail, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Freedom of mind, everything.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
No, fam, I'm really glad that we got to get some insight into the mind of young Wiggy Guzzi. You know what I'm saying? Because I watched the music videos, I watched the blogs, and we're always going to get our preconceived notions of the way that we think that these artists are, right? But I get to sit and chop it up with people, you know what I'm saying, to get to find out the real. So I'm really glad that we're able to do this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. I'm glad too, man.
Yeah, man. What you got coming up next, man? Like you know, like I asked in the beginning, 2024 is about to be right around the corner, you know what I'm saying? So I'm sure we got an EP, maybe full album on the way.
Yeah,
fam?
Yeah, I got flipping, I got a bunch of stuff about to drop. I'm about to drop a bunch of tapes right now. I've been collaborating with a bunch of different artists. You know what I mean? Haji Basto, Little Beretti. I'm about to collab with a bunch of other artists, you know, like Regent, Young Smoke, it's my guy. There's a bunch of Hood Baby Rara, Hood Baby Peppa, you know what I mean? But I got a bunch of music. I got a track that's I'm about to shoot a video. Me and Haji Basto, Blow.
Oh, that's what you're about to go shoot?
Yeah, I'm about to go shoot that right now. I got a next one that I'm shooting, me and Brady. It's called Blindfold. That one's hard. Bro, I got a bunch of music, man. I got a bunch of music, bro. Every time I come to the city, I'm just recording and I just come to work, you know, when I'm in the city.
No, fam, that actually got me hype right there. All those different collabos, all those different ends and stuff like that. I like to hear that, fam. Yeah, for sure. We just gotta really like connect more. We have a lot of artists and stuff. All you're seeing is one side, but you know what I mean? There's the other side, and bro, the guys are pretty. When it comes to this music stuff, the guys are pretty talented, man, and a lot of the guys are slept on, like Beretti. Birdie's a slept on artist. Young Smoke, slept on artist. Mm-hmm.
Haji Basto, man, that bro, I don't even think I heard a bad song from him.
Oh, he's going crazy right now.
Yeah, I know he does a lot of drill, but yo, bro, it's hot. You know what I mean?
He would be, I would say, one of the rookies of the year right now.
Yeah.
Because he just came out over the last year, like 2023. I started seeing a lot of him.
Yeah, he's fire, man. And he has some guys around him too that can rap too, as well.
Yeah. Hey, fam, I feel like from the conversation that we're having here for your stuff and then just even all the people around you and everything that's going on, that like Toronto's in a good place.
Yeah, for sure. I just feel like we just need a little bit more, bro. We just need a little bit more exposure, man. And these blogs, they just need to act right and stop acting like they're in some type of, because you're not involved, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stop acting like you're like, bro, just put the music out, man.
Yeah.
It's Toronto at the end of the day, bro. You know?
No, real talk.
You know what I mean?
Here. No, this is real talk, fam.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Listen, man, young Wiggy Guzzi in the building.
Yeah.
Yo, fam, like I said, I'm glad we had a chance to have this conversation here. Before I wrap this conversation, I want to give a couple of salutes to my sponsors.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Big salute to the sponsors once again. Let's start with Diamond Club. Diamond Club, they got deliveries all over the GTA. Hit them up on their Instagram page, Diamond Club _Canada. And big salute to Steamin' Hot Grabber. Hit them up on their Instagram page if you need that grabber, Steamin' Hot Grabber. I think I'm going to take us out here with one of your tunes that from the Dead Weight EP. Dead Weight. Let's get it.
We love hip hop.